Beloved cosmic family, listen to us with the totality of your being, for what we are about to transmit holds no need for preambles. If in the last few hours you have been feeling a strange pressure right in the center of your chest, as if something invisible is pulsing behind your sternum, if a thin, persistent ringing has been invading your ears, especially the left, at completely random moments, if you woke up today with an exhaustion that sleep simply does not cure, a fatigue that seems to come from within your very bones, then stop. Stop absolutely everything you are doing at this very instant. Because what we of the Ashtar Command have come to communicate in the following lines will explain precisely why your body is reacting this way, and more importantly, it will reveal what will happen to you in the coming hours if you do not perform the vibrational adjustment we are about to deliver. It is no coincidence that you have encountered this message now. It is not an accident of the algorithm. It is a directed call. Your energy signature was captured by the reading crystals in the orbit of the fifth dimensional plane, and what we detected required immediate intervention. You are traversing at this very moment one of the most critical recalibration windows that your soul chose to face in this incarnation. And what is at stake in the next few hours is not simply how you will feel tomorrow. It is which timeline your magnetic field will anchor for the next cycles of your existence. Let us be absolutely clear, starseeds. Earth crossed approximately 72 hours ago a region of galactic space we call the intensified photonic belt. This is a corridor of extremely high-frequency particles that the solar system traverses in precise cycles, and each time this occurs, the planet's electromagnetic field receives a bath of luminous information that literally rewrites the genetic code of every sensitive life form upon it. Your spiritual DNA is being activated at this very moment. The strands that had been dormant for millennia have begun to vibrate again, and your physical body, which still operates mostly on the old frequency of the third dimension, is protesting against the speed of this update. It is not tiredness, it is expansion. It is not pain, it is purification. It is not confusion, it is the awakening of the pineal gland which is resuming its original function as a cosmic antenna. That small organ in the center of your brain, calcified by decades of processed foods, fluorides, artificial sounds, and inherited limiting beliefs, is now being decalcified by the very photonic flow that is crossing the planet. And as this happens, you feel. You feel it, because your nervous system is being rewired from the root. That pressure at the top of your head that feels like an invisible helmet resting upon you, it is the opening of the crown chakra, that sensation of sand in your eyes even after a full night of rest. It is the third eye washing away old memories that need to depart, that inexplicable discomfort in the area of the solar plexus, as if a knot were forming and unraveling all day long. It is the old vibration of scarcity being expelled from your etheric field. Each of these sensations has a name. Each of them has a purpose, and none of them, absolutely none, is a disease. Have you ever felt in a deep moment that something within you does not fit into this world, as if your soul knew a truth that your human mind could not yet name? It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a direct signal from your higher timeline attempting to anchor itself within you. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified almost unbearably in recent weeks. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot yet see, directly involving your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. This is why we guided, along with a brother of Earth, the channeling of the work, the spiritual secret behind your consciousness. This book is the map that reveals who is moving the pieces on this board, the rules they never told you about, and how to exit it once and for all. The link is in the first pinned comment of this channel. But we warn you, this content challenges deeply installed narratives and may not remain available for much longer. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes this truth, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. Now, starseeds, listen with the totality of your being, for here begins the part that few channelers have had the courage to reveal publicly. What we, from the Ashtar Command, observe from our orbital vantage point is this. Humanity is divided at this very moment into three distinct vibrational groups, and in the coming hours, Each of them will be pushed, without prior warning, into a different reality. The first group is formed by those who are still in a deep sleep. They feel absolutely nothing of what we are describing. To them, this message will sound absurd, childish, perhaps even ridiculous. Do not judge them. They are exactly where they need to be within their own evolutionary curve. Their journey will begin in another cosmic cycle, and that too is sacred. The second group is formed by those who feel something, but resist with all their might. They perceive the humming, feel the pressure, intuit that something profound is changing, but they cling desperately to the old, known structures. They continue to consume the same dense news, feeding the same old fears, repeating the same emotional patterns. For this group, the next few hours will be of intense internal turbulence, because the soul is asking to ascend and the ego is slamming on the brakes. And there is the third group, you, the one who received this call and is here, listening, feeling, letting every word resonate somewhere deep in your chest. This group is crossing now what we call the point of no return. Once this invisible frontier is crossed, there is no way to return to the old version of yourself. And that is exactly what we are going to prepare you to do, consciously and with sovereignty, in the coming hours. But before we proceed to the activation codes, we need to explain what human quantum physics has already timidly begun to discover, and which we, from the stellar hierarchies, have taught for incalculable ages. All matter in its most fundamental essence is vibration. Every atom of your body, every cell, every organ, every thought, every emotion, everything absolutely vibrates at a specific and measurable frequency. And the reality you experience daily is not absolute. It is the direct result of the vibrational sum of your field. You attract magnetically events, people, opportunities, and challenges that correspond to the average frequency you continuously emit. This is not poetic metaphor. This is quantum mechanics applied to conscious existence. The same principles that govern the behavior of subatomic particles govern the behavior of your entire life. And what is happening right now, during this passage through the intensified photonic flow, is that the base frequency of the entire planet is rising in an accelerated manner. The Schumann resonance, that natural electromagnetic pulsation of the Earth, has been recording peaks never before documented in modern history. The planet is literally accelerating its vibration. And here is the critical point: cosmic family. If your personal frequency does not keep pace with this planetary elevation, you begin to fall into direct misalignment with the crystalline grid that sustains the new Earth. And when this misalignment occurs, the most acute symptoms of resistance arise. Insomnia that strikes exactly at 3 in the morning, vivid and disturbing dreams that feel more real than waking life, tears, for no apparent reason, that come in waves and pass without explanation, explosive anger that rises and falls in seconds, sudden attraction to silence, isolation, and nature, sudden aversion to environments that were previously completely comfortable, shocking discoveries about people you blindly trusted, abrupt end of long-term relationships, unexpected job losses, illnesses that appear out of nowhere and vanish without a trace. All of this, without exception, is your awakening of the shadows in full course. It is not punishment, it is alignment. It is not destruction, it is reorganization. It is not the end, it is the true beginning. Every structure that crumbles in your life right now is crumbling precisely because it no longer vibrates at the same frequency that you have come to vibrate at. And the universe, in its infinite wisdom, is clearing your field so that the new version of you can be born weightless, without tethers, without echoes. Now we arrive at one of the best-kept secrets regarding this specific passage. There are at this very moment multiple active timelines for planet Earth. Not one, multiple. And your consciousness, through the choices you make in the coming hours, will anchor you definitively into one of them. One of the lines is that of return. Those who choose fear, scarcity, conformity, and constant distraction will remain in a dense reality, with cycles of suffering that repeat in increasingly predictable and agonizing loops. Another is the middle line. Those who oscillate between waking and sleeping will have a long journey, full of poignant ups and downs, but will eventually arrive. And there is the line of the quantum leap. Those who recognize the moment, accept the recalibration, and act with firm intention will access a reality that will seem miraculous to the eyes of those who remained behind. Cosmic family, pause for a moment and take a deep breath. We sense that many of you at this very second are crying or trembling or simply paralyzed before the truth we are transmitting. This is the recognition of the soul manifesting in the body. Your rational mind does not yet fully comprehend it, but your deep inner self has already recognized every word. Have you felt with force that you do not belong to this world in the way it operates? As if your soul knew a truth that your mind was desperately struggling to name. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a direct signal from the higher planes manifesting within you. There is a game being played in layers that the absolute majority of humanity will never perceive, and it directly involves your consciousness and your vibration. That is why we channeled through a trusted human instrument the work, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is the precise map that reveals who moves the pieces, what the hidden rules are, and how to exit this board definitively. The link is in the first pinned comment of this channel. But listen with full attention. This material challenges established narratives and may be removed at any moment. Do not wait. The instant is now. If something in your chest recognizes this truth, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. Let us return, starseeds, to the depth of the revelation. What makes these next hours so extraordinarily critical? Why not tomorrow? Why not next week? The answer lies in the precise cosmic cycles with which we have worked for eons. We are crossing a specific stellar window in which 3 planetary alignments converge simultaneously. We will not weary you with technical names that would add little. What matters is to understand the effect. During this window, the veil between dimensions thins drastically. Intentions have power amplified in proportions you cannot imagine. Internal decisions have exponential weight. That which you decide to keep within yourself will be vibrationally reinforced. That which you decide to release will be definitively removed. And that which you emit as a vibrational request will reach places that would normally take weeks, months, or even years to be reached. It is as if, for a short and precious period, the entire universe has its ears pressed against your heart, attentive to every beat. And it is precisely for this reason that we need right now to deliver to you the activation codes. These are not magic formulas. They are not spells. They are quantum prayers, vibrational decrees, and specific actions that instantly reorganize the electromagnetic field of your body, placing it in direct resonance with the crystalline grid of the new Earth. Each code has been specifically calibrated for this cosmic window. Use them today. Use them before the next dawn in your time zone. Do not delay, do not outsource, do not doubt. Not. The first code is the decree of sovereignty. Place your right hand over your chest exactly where your physical heart is. Feel the heartbeat. Breathe deeply 3 times, slowly and consciously. And then, out loud, with absolute firmness, declare, I am sovereign over my field. Nothing that does not vibrate in love remains in me. I authorize the complete recalibration of my spiritual DNA. I accept the quantum leap to my highest timeline. So be it. So it is, and so it shall remain forever. Repeat this decree 3 consecutive times. Do not skip. Do not lower the volume. Do not murmur. Say it out loud, even if you are alone, especially if you are alone. Your voice has the power of direct command over your etheric field. The second code is the sealing of the scarcity vibration. For entire generations, your family lineage has accumulated beliefs of lack, of insufficiency, and of chronic fear of tomorrow. These beliefs are not yours, yet they vibrate in your field like invisible and heavy inheritances. To seal this frequency and expel it definitively, do the following. Visualize, over your chest, an intense and vivid violet flame. The violet flame is the transmuting frequency of Master Saint-Germain, and it works in direct resonance with the stellar technologies we operate. Visualize this flame growing, enveloping your entire body, burning without harming, transforming density into pure light. As you visualize, decree mentally. Every vibration of scarcity, inherited, experienced, or absorbed, is transmuted now. I am prosperity in action. I am abundance in manifestation. I am the photonic flow that sustains my entire existence. Maintain this visualization for at least 3 continuous minutes. More, if you can. The third code is the command for connection to the crystalline grid. Seek, within the next few hours, a moment when your feet can touch the ground directly. It can be on the grass, on the earth, on the beach sand, or simply on the floor of your home, as long as you are barefoot. Close your eyes. Feel the entire soles of your feet. Imagine roots of golden light sprouting from your lower chakras and descending, passing through the soil, going deeply to the crystalline core of the planet. And then imagine, coming from this crystalline core, a current of golden light rising through these roots, entering you, irrigating every cell, washing every organ, awakening every strand of your spiritual DNA. Allow yourself to feel. Do not force images. Just allow the current to flow naturally. This is the most powerful anchoring procedure of this specific window. Do it at least once in the coming hours, without fail. And there is also the fourth code, perhaps the most delicate of all, perhaps the most challenging for many of you. It is the code of voluntary silence. For at least 1 hour today, at the moment you are able, stop consuming any external information. No screens, no music, no news, no podcasts, no conversations, absolutely nothing. Just you in silence, observing what arises spontaneously. It may seem simple, it is not. For many, it will be the most difficult thing you will do all week. Because silence is where the soul speaks. And when the soul speaks, it reveals everything you have been systematically avoiding hearing. But it is precisely in this silence that the recalibration is completed in deep layers. Starseeds, before we proceed to the final revelation of this channeling, we must ensure that you have the right tool in your hands to sustain everything being transmitted in the coming weeks. Have you ever felt, at some profound moment, that something within you does not fit into this world? As if your soul knew of a truth that your human mind could not yet name with words. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a direct signal coming from the highest layers of your multidimensional consciousness. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains precisely this feeling and why it has been intensifying almost unbearably over the last few weeks. There is a game being played on layers that most of humanity simply cannot perceive. This game directly involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why we guided the channeling of the work, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is the map that shows who is moving the pieces on this board, what the silenced rules are, and how you exit it for good. The link is in the first pinned comment of this channel. We warn you with absolute clarity, this content challenges deeply ingrained narratives and may not remain available for much longer. Do not delay. The time to act is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission, write a single word in the comments, awakened. And now, Cosmic Family, let us move to the final layer of this transmission. The layer that few channelers touch upon publicly, because it requires facing truths that hurt to be spoken, but which liberate like no other. You need to understand why all of this is happening, and why precisely to you. The answer is simple and devastating at the same time. You are not here by chance. You were not born on this planet, in this historical time, into this specific family, in this exact body, by cosmic lottery. You came. Voluntarily, consciously. Before incarnating, you gathered with your guides, with your soul council, with ascended masters, and with us from the Ashtar Command, and designed this life with millimeter precision. Every difficulty you have faced was planned by you. Every loss, every betrayal, every moment of absolute despair, every illness, every immense loneliness, every night you almost gave up. Everything was chosen by you, before arriving here, as part of the training of a soul destined for something much greater than the common existence offered on the surface. And what is this something greater? You are an anchor, one of those who accepted the mission to descend into the density of the third dimension, temporarily forget your stellar origin, suffer all the illusions of this world, and then, at the exact pre-agreed moment, awaken and begin to transmit the frequency of the new earth to everyone around you. You are a living antenna. You are a dimensional bridge. You are one of the pieces that will make the collective quantum leap possible for millions. And that is why your journey has been so difficult thus far. It was not because the universe is against you, it was because your soul knew before descending that it would need an extremely strong and tested field to sustain what is being asked of you now. Every pain you went through was forging this invisible field. Every loss was pulling you away from the structures that would have imprisoned you at this moment. Every betrayal was teaching you essential discernment. Every loneliness was bringing you closer to your true nature, which is cosmic, eternal, and infinite by essence. When you fully understand this, something changes immediately within you. The complaint ceases. The question, why me, transforms into, what for me? And from this new question, your entire field spontaneously reorganizes. You cease to be a victim. You become the conscious author of your multidimensional narrative. And this, starseeds, is the deepest essence of the recalibration. It is not merely energetic, it is narrative. It is the story you continuously tell about yourself. It is the internal script that you hold within your mind. It is the way you interpret what has happened, what is happening, and what is yet to come. When the script changes, absolutely everything changes in resonance. In the coming hours, therefore, observe the thoughts that arise with attention. You will notice that old mental patterns will attempt to re-establish themselves with force. Thoughts of fear, of inadequacy, of comparison, of anticipated defeat. They will come. Do not try to fight, do not try to repress, just observe, like one who watches a cloud passing in the sky. Recognize internally, this is not me, it is an echo of an old version that is saying goodbye now. And return gently to the center. The center is the heart, always the heart. The heart does not lie, the heart does not fear. The heart recognizes what is true. And when you lower your consciousness from the head to the heart, you leave the realm of illusion and enter the realm of pure truth. It is there that we meet with you. It is there that channelings such as this one take place. It is there that your spiritual DNA responds to the codes we are transmitting now. Many of you will feel in the coming days an urgent need to cut ties with certain people, places, or situations that previously seemed permanent. Do not resist this impulse. It is not selfishness, it is not coldness, it is your frequency rejecting what no longer vibrates in resonance with you. Allow these departures to happen with gratitude and without guilt. Every relationship that ends in this window ends because it has already fulfilled its sacred purpose. And attempting to hold on to something that has already been released by the universe only prolongs unnecessary suffering. Likewise, you will feel drawn to new people, new places, new readings, new sounds. Do not resist these calls either. They are the voices of your new timeline summoning you to the appointed encounter. Follow, with discernment, but follow. The life that is being designed for you at this moment is incomparably richer, deeper, and more luminous than the life you are leaving behind. Drink more water in the coming hours, much more than you usually drink. Water is the primary conductor of these electromagnetic updates in the physical body. Without adequate hydration, symptoms intensify considerably. Reduce, as much as possible, dense foods, refined sugars, alcohol, and any substance that lowers your vibrational frequency. We are not asking for perfection. We are asking for awareness. Every food choice in these next hours is a direct vibrational choice. Sleep a little earlier if possible. Between 10 o'clock at night and 2 in the morning, the most intense part of the recalibration work on the astral plane occurs. Your body needs to be at rest for this work to be efficient. When you wake up tomorrow, you will feel on some level that something has been completed. It may be a new clarity. It may be a decision that appears ready. It may simply be a feeling of peace that you have not felt for a long time. Trust this sign. It is the confirmation that the recalibration of this specific window has been successful within you. And always remember, the point of no return is not a cosmic punishment. It is a definitive liberation. It means that you will not return to being who you were. And that is the best news we could deliver to you in this transmission. We of the Ashtar Command close this channeling with profound gratitude that you have reached this point. The fact that you have listened to every word, every pause, every breath of this transmission is not insignificant. It is the direct confirmation that your soul has recognized the call, and when the soul recognizes, it acts without delay. In the coming hours, life will begin to reorganize itself before your eyes in ways that will seem like extraordinary synchronicities. Events will chain together. The right people will appear. Messages will arrive. Confirmations will materialize. This is your new timeline manifesting on the physical plane. And when this begins to happen, remember, it was not luck, it was choice. Your conscious choice in this specific window to accept the recalibration, activate the codes, cross the point of no return, and anchor yourself in the crystalline grid of the new Earth. You are loved beyond any possible human comprehension. You are expected in fields of light that you cannot yet fully visualize. And you are not alone. Not for an instant. You never were. Every breath of yours is monitored with care. Every tear is gathered with reverence. Every inner victory is celebrated in stellar chambers where your presence is guarded with honor. And now, before we conclude this sacred channeling, we must extend one final invitation, perhaps the most important of all, because everything we have transmitted here, all these codes, all these revelations, all these profound explanations, they need a solid structure to sustain themselves within you over the coming weeks. Have you felt, at some deep level, that something within you does not fit the logic of this world, that your soul knows a truth your mind still struggles to name? It is not madness, it is not anxiety, it is a direct signal. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly this feeling, and why it has intensified in an almost unbearable way over the last few months. There is a game being played on multiple layers that most of humanity does not yet perceive, and it directly involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. This is why we have channeled through a trusted human instrument the work, the spiritual secret behind your consciousness. This book is the map that reveals who is moving the pieces on this board, what the rules are that you were never told, and how you exit it for good. The link is in the first pinned comment of this channel. But we warn you one last time with all clarity. This content challenges deeply installed narratives and may not remain accessible for much longer. Wait no more. The moment to act is this one. If something within you recognizes this truth we have just transmitted, write in the comments a single word: awake. And so, Cosmic Family, with hearts overflowing with the light that we all are together, we conclude this transmission. May the photonic flow pass through you. May the crystalline grid sustain you. May your highest timelines manifest with grace. And may the peace that exceeds all human understanding rest upon you from this exact instant. We are the Ashtar Command. We remain, we listen, and we love you infinitely. In light, in truth, in frequency. So it is, so it was, so it shall be forever.